Hi, I'm Neil Zumwalt, the game designer behind American Dynasty. In this video, I'm going to give an overview of the mechanics and gameplay behind the game. Players can play as either the Bushes, the Clintons, the Kennedys, or the Roosevelts, and start the game with an alignment. The alignments are far left, center right, and far right. The game is played on a 7-piece puzzle board consisting of 5 swing states and the presidency. Each state has both a campaign cost and an electoral value. Generally, the higher the cost, the more electorals you can win. The player with the most electorals collected by the end of the game wins. Each state also has randomly drawn constituents, known as blocks. Each block favors a left or right alignment, as well as a candidate trait, such as military, stylish, pragmatic, or female. The game is played in 5 terms, each ending in an election. These terms are laid out on the term track. During each player's turn, they may play 2 actions and then draw a card. The 4 core actions that you can choose to play always return to your hand, so you can play them again. Play fundraise in order to gain money. Play invest to purchase resources or to buy out blocks. Play announce to campaign in a state or for president. Or play influence to place an influence token to give your family an advantage in that state during an election. After your actions, you may draw either a media card or a bill. Media cards are either events that have a cost to play and consume an action, or opportunities, which happen in response to something else, oftentimes foiling another player's plans. Once all 8 media cards have been drawn for that term, a media frenzy triggers an election to occur. During an election, 2 campaigning candidates in a state add up their roll bonuses and roll 2 die against each other. The candidate gets roll bonuses for matching favored traits, alignments, having influence in a state, or being incumbent. If your roll plus bonuses is higher than your opponent's, you become the senator of that state and collect its electoral value. The presidential candidates then repeat that process in all 5 swing states, collecting electorals from each state that they win. Whichever candidate gets the most electorals on their trip around the board wins the presidency and gets to keep all the electorals that they won. In the case of a tie, the current Senate votes on who the winner is, so it's a good opportunity to bribe other players with influence and money before the losers go home empty-handed. At the end of an election, a special interest is awarded based on the current game state. They usually operate similarly to a core action card. Once your senators are in office, you can start introducing bills to be voted on. Players get 1 vote for each senator and 2 votes for the president. If a bill gets 4 votes, it passes. Voting on bills is where much of the schmoozing, bribing, bartering, and bullying comes into play, because you will need your opponent's help in order to get them passed. Bills typically either empower or disenfranchise different blocks by making their states worth more electorals. At the end of the game, players add up their electorals, bills, and special interests, and the person with the highest score claims the title of the most successful dynasty in America. It's all for the good of the family.
My turn? Mm-hmm. Okay, so essentially now I get to 2 actions, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to fundraise. That will give me $4.
Paying $1. Play Greased Palms. Draw 3 bills, then give 1 to an opponent.
Like, Chris has a lot of money, you 2 are broke as jokes,
yeah,
so it might be
$1.
worthwhile to trade some stuff. He could really use some electorals.
All right, who's up?
We pull one of these. Yeah, and this guy on top means you also get a crony.
So you have +8 on me?
You ready for this, buddy? 3.
7. Still lost.
Still lost.
Oh man.
It's unfortunate, sir.
Tell me about it.